Something is going on at Ravens training camp, and fans are not loving it. Worse, it's starting to feel way too familiar. On the surface, it might seem like no big deal, just another preseason hiccup. But this kind of mistake, it can cost games when it really matters. The team is grinding hard, the roster looks strong, and expectations couldn't be higher. But something's holding this offense back. And what we're seeing right now might be a sign of what's coming. Because if they don't fix this fast, fans are going to relive a story they know all too well. And we already know how that one ends. You ever watch a Ravens game and think, here we go again? That's exactly what this feels like. Despite all the talent, the offense keeps tripping over something basic, pre-snap discipline. False starters showing up all over training camp, and not for the first time. This issue haunted the team last season, and now it's creeping right back in as 2025 begins. What makes it worse is these penalties happen before the play even starts. No contact, no blitz, no crazy scheme, just mental lapses. And when it happens over and over again, in practice after practice, fans start getting that sinking feeling. It doesn't matter how good the play design is if someone jumps early and kills the entire rep. That kind of mistake sucks the life out of an offense. This has nothing to do with athleticism. It's all mental. It's about being locked in, hearing the count, moving in sync. When that breaks down, the whole group pays the price. A practice that should be clean and productive turns into a frustrating repeat of old issues. And that leads to the real concern. Are we going to see the exact same mistakes show up again when the lights are on? What's even more surprising is that it's not just rookies. Veterans are doing it too. Guys who should have this down cold by now. So that raises a bigger question. Is this really just on the players? If you take a step back and look at camp overall, it doesn't seem so bad. The vets are showing up, the rookies are flashing, and the vibe around the team feels strong. But then you zoom in on the offense, and something's off. It's not a talent issue. It's not poor coaching. It's small, sloppy mistakes that keep killing momentum before plays even get going. And that's a real problem. It's like having a Ferrari that keeps stalling at the red light. The line jumps early, the snap is mistimed, and everything breaks down. You can feel the frustration, even from the outside. There are flashes of what this offense could be, and then a penalty pulls the plug. That back and forth starts to mess with the unit's rhythm, and more importantly, its confidence. The crazy part is, this offense has the tools to bully defenses. But when you keep having miscommunication before the snap, it makes the whole operation look chaotic. And when the offense can't stay on the field, the defense ends up paying for it too, spending more time out there, getting worn down. So yeah, these mistakes may seem small, but they're draining the team as a whole. And most of them are coming from the group that's supposed to be the anchor, the offensive line. Experienced guys who should be leading by example, but instead, they're making the same mental errors as last year. What's really going on with that unit? On paper, the Ravens' O-line looks solid. Ronnie Stanley is a proven vet. Rosengarten came in with promise. Ben Cleveland's fighting for a spot. But all three have already been flagged for false starts in camp. And it's not just a one-off. It's happening consistently. If the guys who are supposed to bring stability are leading the mistakes, how's the rest of the offense supposed to stay confident? These aren't the kind of things that show up in highlight reels, but they ruin drives. 2nd and 4 turns into 2nd and 9. 3rd and 3 becomes 3rd and 8. And now the playbook shrinks, and Lamar's job gets a whole lot tougher. He needs time, clean pockets, and rhythm. That doesn't happen when the O-line keeps beating itself. Here's the thing. Some of these guys were making the same mistakes last season. So at what point do we stop blaming individual players and start asking if there's a bigger issue? Is it lack of accountability, miscommunication with the coaching staff, or something systemic that hasn't been fixed? And that leads us straight to the guy running the show on offense, Todd Monken. He's trying to reshape the identity of this offense. But is he shaking things up too much, too soon?
All right, we're already past the halfway point of this video. But before we continue, I noticed you haven't left a like yet. It's really important because it helps YouTube keep showing you my content so I can keep bringing you the best news about the Baltimore Ravens. So go ahead and hit that like button. It's free and it really helps. Thanks. Now let's get back to it.
A lot of people are wondering, Why are there so many mistakes if the team is just practicing? And the answer might be this. Todd Monken is making it tough on purpose. He's changing cadences, mixing up the play calls pre-snap, and basically making life harder for his own offense, now when it's safe to fail. The idea is to create controlled chaos in camp. So the real chaos doesn't rattle them in week 1. It's a risky strategy, because right now, it looks like the offense is going backward. But Monken knows that fall start in August are better than drive killers in December. He's pushing this unit to think fast, react quicker, and stop relying on muscle memory. It might be messy now, but it could build a sharper, more battle-tested group later on. The catch is, not every player responds well to that kind of pressure. Some vets might get thrown off. Some rookies might lose their confidence. If the offense doesn't stabilize soon, this controlled chaos could spill into the regular season, and that's when it really becomes dangerous. But Monken's not doing this randomly. He knows the Ravens will face some brutal road environments right out of the gate, and he wants this unit ready for anything, noise, pressure, confusion, from day one. In Baltimore, the goal is clear. This team is supposed to contend for the top of the AFC. The roster's stacked. The defense is tough. The offense has weapons. But none of that matters if the same old mistakes keep showing up. This league doesn't wait for you to figure it out, especially when you're tripping up before the ball is even snapped. Monken's trying to build mental toughness, and that's smart. The Ravens will have to go into hostile stadiums, face aggressive fronts, and execute under pressure. But preparation only works if the players rise to the challenge. The time for these rookie-level mistakes has passed. Now it's about showing growth, discipline, and focus before it's too late. And fans feel it. They're tired of watching the offense stall over the same issues. Tired of seeing Lamar get held back by breakdowns that aren't even his fault. This is the moment to fix it in the heat of training camp. Because once the season kicks off, it's go time. And there's no more room for excuses. What's happening on offense during this Ravens training camp can't be brushed off. The pre-snap penalties, the lack of rhythm, the same frustrating mistakes from past seasons. It's a real warning sign. There's still time to fix it, but every wasted rep is one less step toward the team this roster should become. This team is too good to be stuck in the same old loops, and Ravens fans know it. So now the question is, can this coaching staff pull it together in time? Or are we about to watch another promising offense get dragged down by problems that should have been fixed back in camp? If Baltimore wants to be a real contender in 2025, this stuff needs to be cleaned up now. So what about you? Are you confident they'll get it fixed before week 1? Drop your thoughts in the comments and hit that like if you're done watching the Ravens beat themselves.
And if you, just like me, are passionate about the world of football and want to learn more about the Ravens' legacy, don't leave this video without sharing it with that friend who is also a Baltimore Ravens fan and will love this content. See those video suggestions on your screen? The first one was handpicked just for you, and the other is a recommendation from YouTube itself. See you there, and until the next video, go Flock.